Oh, a duck.
What is,
It's a duck.
is that showing in Facebook? Yeah, right.
Uh,
Right. Yeah, sure. It's already there. Where's the mobile phone that she gave me? Oh, no, it's not. It only gave us.
oh, yellow doggy.
Yes.
My WhatsApp is yellow duck.
Okay. Oh, that's fine, bro.
It's a filter, I think. Yeah.
Can. Better?
Yes, that's better. I think we have to move a little bit here.
Can like this.
No. I need to move to the center, yes.
It's okay. I think you are fine.
Ah, you're fine. Okay.
Yeah, you guys are fine.
Right, so start.
Can start, right?
Can start. Okay. Hey, hello everyone. A huge welcome to our live session. So I'm Teacher Kent and I'm joined today by our brilliant ML, also Teacher Faiz.
Hello.
Yes, it's so great to be here, right, Teacher Faiz?
Yes, correct. We have a lot of things that we can talk about today, and we're going to talk about it today. A very, very important topic.
Correct. Not just simple ones, yeah. It's very important, especially this year, okay? We're going to have a very good start for everybody, especially our upper secondary students, correct?
Right, correct.
All right.
Yes.
So could you please give us a hint of what are we going to talk about today? I believe that we have 8 points that we're going to share to our lovely and amazing students, not just our in-house students, but as well as all the secondary students, upper secondary students in Singapore.
Actually, the one who are viewing us live, actually they can benefit from this as well.
Exactly. Everyone. Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. Thank you for that. Yes.
If the parents are actually just joining us or something,
That's right,
if
that's
you've got
right.
a secondary 3 or a sec 4 child at home, this can be very useful to you as well. Because I
Correct.
don't think in schools, teachers will actually share this with you. So I think this is something
They
that
won't.
you
They
will-
won't have the
yeah,
time.
yeah.
They won't have time. You know, the requirement of the school when it comes to
True, yes.
assessment, right?
Yeah.
There are 2 types of assessments at school. We have the formative and then we have the summative assessments.
Yes, right.
And teachers at school are required to apply different strategies on how they can assess the ability and the skill sets of every student.
Right, true.
Right.
Yeah. So right now, what we have for you is that the stakes are very high for the students this year. All right, and also next year. So those who are in Sec 3 and Sec 4 as well. So this is very important, especially some of the students I know of, my students personally, are doing their WA in week 5, which is actually next week.
Yes.
Yeah. So understanding for parents, right, probably, and for students yourself, you need to understand that WAs is actually a key to success.
True,
All right. Yeah. It's not
correct.
just your end of year results. It's also these small little chunks of components that you have that you're going to do for WA1, WA2, WA3. Yeah. But today we're going to talk about WA.
1. Yes, that is right. So without further ado, let me just go through the rundown, our repertoire of topics today. Of course, we're gonna do introduction to WAs, and then we have, of course, we're gonna answer the $1 million question. What's in it for me? Why WA matters? Why is it important,
Yes,
right?
yes,
okay,
correct,
and
yeah.
especially WA1, yeah, don't play, okay, because
Yeah.
this play very crucial role
Correct.
in the overall score for this year's.
Yeah,
English examination.
especially for Sec 4 students, which I will be covering, all right, later
Correct.
on. It's not only just mini exams or tests for you, especially for the Sec 4s, because they are actually very, very important for those who are actually aiming for their JC.
Yes, poly,
DSA,
yeah, correct.
yeah. So all these are very important, especially we will jump into this lah. All right, introduction to our assessments for Sec 3 and Sec 4. We also have a general overview. All right. Why WAs are essentially called your mini exams. Yeah, so they are different formats lah. They are not full year end of year papers, all right, but they carry very substantial weight.
Correct.
All right, especially towards your final grade. All right, Teacher
Yes.
Ken, yes. So for
And-
Sec 3,
Yes, for Sec 3, we're going to talk about that, right? One thing that I'm excited about is to share them some, examples of WA questions,
yes,
right?
yes.
We have that as well for all of them. And for Sec 3, yes, whether you're aiming for that one, okay? If you are in Sec 3, that's the one that I'll be talking about today, and I'll be helping out all of the Sec 3 students. You will typically have three assessments, right? WA1, we have WA2, and then WA3 before your end of your examination.
Correct.
Okay?
Yes.
So basically the same. Normally, WA2, based on my experience last year, it's the most difficult part because sometimes,
I see.
yeah, many schools actually, yeah, they tend to test the entire paper. I think it's full blown. Yeah, it's comparable to a full exam. Okay, so please stand by. Okay, right? Our students are really lucky because they are being trained. Okay, starting at the moment that this academic year started. Okay, we already set the tone. Okay, because especially my students, right? They came
Correct.
from secondary too.
Correct.
Right, so
Yeah.
I know their learning styles. I know their results as well. So I specifically talked to their parents and then told them that, okay, this is the strength of your child. Now I want ask your child what is the component or skill that he or she wants to achieve.
Right.
Then they told me about this.
Understood,
So we'll be
yes.
working on this. So I'll be training your child in this direction.
Yeah.
Okay. And rest assured that I'll be providing you this specific comments. All right. And what are the things that your child needs to do at home so that there will be continuous revision. There will be an extension of training, not
Right.
just in this 2 hour. Because 2 hours for me is not enough. I'm telling my students about this. Right. So whenever you are in my class, you have to grab the opportunity that you get all the strategies that I teach you, volunteer in answering. Okay, that's the only way. And at the same time, I give them, time to practice as well, to teach, because I want them to learn as they teach as well.
Yes.
Okay. What about for secondary 4?
For secondary 4, the schedule for WA is very tight. All right. From now until your O levels, you only have around 8-9 months left.
True.
Right. And in July, you must remember
Suddenly
you
my
have
heart
your
beats
oral.
fast.
Yeah. In July, you already have your oral, right? So for now, for the Sec 4s, you only have 2 WAs. All right, which is the one that you will be doing later. I mean, in week 5, some schools are doing in week 5, some after Chinese New Year. So that will be term 1. And one more in term 2. So your WA3, so where is your WA3? Your WA3 is actually replaced by your prelims. All right, WA3 will be your prelims. And finally, the last hurdle is actually your O level itself. So this is why the schedule is tighter. All right,
Yes.
for Sec 4 students. Yeah.
All right, so that's about the introduction. Okay, let's get on with our next topic, which is talking about why English weighted assessment matters. Okay, so now for Sec 3, let's start with Sec 3 first. Yeah,
Yeah.
we established that Sec 3 students, we have 3 weighted assessments. So that's what I told you, right? Before your actual end of year examination, correct? Right? So we are going to provide, what I can suggest is to provide equal importance in every WA, right?
Right.
So the first major reason is the sheer weightage they carry, okay? For students in Sec 1 to 3, the weighted assessments, okay, roughly in total, WA1, WA2, WA3, a total of 40 to 45%, okay? And then the rest, of course, is the end of year examination. And of course, there's a specific percentage for every WA, right? And that is nearly half of the final grade. So I mean to say, later on, I'm going to show you how will they play in your overall score later on at the end of the year.
Yes.
Okay. And for Sec 4?
Yeah, for Sec 4, right? For the Sec 4s, they prepare students, all right? WAs actually, they prepare students directly for the O-level format. All right, especially WA1, WA2, they are usually designed to closely mirror the O-level English paper structure. First one will be your SW, situational writing. Continuous writing, which is your essay, compre, and also your LC, listening component. So you are not just being tested on content, you are also on time management, exam techniques, understanding of the question demands, right? Not all questions are the same. There's different types as well. And also your ability to perform under pressure. An example will be this. WA1, WA2, all are bite-sized components.
Correct.
So how about your WA3 prelims? There won't be any more bite-sized. It will be like your whole paper already. So you see, that is the ability to perform under pressure. You need to know how to, survive this. And by sitting for these assessments, right, the students actually, you all will gain exposure as well.
Correct.
And standards and expectations of your O level. So at the same time also reduce your anxiety. All right,
Right.
when the O levels actually arrive, So yeah, just
That one reduced the anxiety
yeah,
by
this
for
one,
my
this will
students.
this will not reduce my anxiety. This will actually up my anxiety. Yeah. So at the same time, right,
Yep.
is to measure your O level readiness, lah. All right.
Correct.
I still remember my time. I really did very badly because last time my time there's no WAs. All right, it's just like your prelims and then after that you do your O level. So I did really really bad.
So there's really less time to practice
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
student.
yeah,
Oh my, I
correct.
could imagine.
So my time, right, it was like really very, very bad. And I
Okay.
had to, that 1 month or 1.5 months from my prelims to my O levels, I
Correct.
really scrimmage everything that I can do, I can revise. And then
Yeah, of
So
course.
right now, your students are very lucky.
Yeah.
You all got these bite-sized components to actually test yourself. And teachers
Correct.
in your school can actually know your weaknesses much earlier.
True, true.
All right, so
Right.
all this is a clearer indication if your current English standard is on par or is there feedback needed, strengths
Correct.
and weaknesses.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right. That's why this time is really, really crucial. It's very important for you to plan for your studies. Okay.
Yeah.
Sec threes. Okay. Good thing that I have a group of Sec threes and Sec four
right,
in the
right,
class.
right.
So there are a lot of questions. Why is that so? Okay. Now, one thing that I'm telling the parents. Okay, don't you want to have your child more role models aside from the teacher? Because the way I train the Sec fours is different. And I want the Sec 3s to see that. And I want them
Right.
to take this habit so that when they move to Sec 4, they already know what to do. Is it an advantage? Because the parents, oh yeah, correct. I
True,
agree,
yeah.
the teacher can.
Yeah, just to let you know also, right? W1, WA2, right? Some parents don't understand that these are just, they say that it's just school tests, it's fine. But actually it's weighted. That's why it's called
True.
weighted assessment. All right? If you look at our screen on top of us, all right,
Correct,
which is
correct.
basically on top, I think. Yeah, is it on top?
That's
Yeah.
it.
So
Correct.
if you look at the term 1, term 2, term 3, so you see W1, W2, WA3, it makes up the percentage of the whole grade that your
Correct.
child will get, all right, that you will get as a student yourself at the end of the year. All right, so it is considered a mini test. It's not really just, oh, never mind lah, WA only mah. No. Yeah.
okay.
So you must tell your students that as well, especially the Sec 3s, right?
So meaning to say, teacher Faiz, that each time that student, attend this term examination, WA1, they still need to give their 100% best.
Definitely.
Because, like what I mentioned at the beginning,
Right.
it plays very important role in the total or overall score for this year.
Definitely, correct. Correct, yeah.
Because
And-
let's admit, right, not everyone is good in that particular skill. Some of you might have your particular component,
Right, right.
You have your paper one or situational writing or open-ended comprehension or discursive writing, this essay, right?
Right.
So this is the time. The moment that you think your teacher tells you that this is going to be the examination and you think that that is the one that you're good at, grab the opportunity and do your best. Aim for the highest possible score
Yes.
that you can get.
Correct, yeah. So just to let you know also that for the Sec 3s especially, right, these WA1s, WA2s are bite sizes weighted assessments lah. So you have to be, if you're good at this SW, all right, if you're good at your essay, if you're good at your compre, you can score your very very best at all these WAs.
Yes, of
And
course, I
then,
want my
yeah.
students to score well in all components.
Correct. Okay.
Yeah. So right now, our students are very lucky because we provide all the trainings that they need. And on top of that, okay, we ask for their school practices, their school examination, especially the end of year examination. It's very important, yeah? Okay, because that was the last stop. Okay, so that is going to be the benchmark, and it will give us an idea on how we are going to work with our students. We work
Right.
with them, although the class is group class, but we work with them individually. We find time, okay, we ask, is there any upcoming practice? Thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
Upcoming school practice, even if it's a school practice or a homework, I want to see that.
Yeah.
I want to see that. Ask me question.
Okay, yeah.
Alright.
So we are going on, if you look on top here at our screen, all right, the modes of WA, all right, could actually include a lot of different components as well. From what I see from last year's last year's trend actually from different schools, right? Some of it will be like your SW or your continuous writing, or even performance tasks like group presentation or project work. But usually for WA1, it won't be the project work yet, right? This
Yes,
is
correct.
from what we see from last year.
Actually, it's a WA3, right? The 2 or
Usually,
3?
yeah, WA2 or WA3.
Yeah, as far as I remember, it's WA3.
As far as we can.
But if it's
remember.
lower secondary, normally it's WA1,
Yeah,
WA2.
yeah, it depends.
Yes.
But usually
remember that.
WA1s, later on we have data for you. We can show you also as well.
Yeah.
So we will talk about that later on.
Yeah,
right?
we'll talk
So,
about that later on
yeah.
about projects and performance tasks, right? Alternative. Some of my students, they call it alternative assessment.
Yeah, especially if you are doing like your right now, WA1s are most common lah. Most common format for upper secondary WAs are usually the written tests. So written tests are usually your SW. All right. So SW, all right, test your teacher. Can you explain about SW? Then I'll explain about
okay.
essay writing.
Now there, okay.
Yeah.
So, but this is one thing that I'm excited about because we're talking about the performance task, right?
Yes.
And the written task, okay? Take note, yeah? You might be wondering, yeah, we're focusing on exam, O-level examination, or, yep, that's the one that we're talking about right now. Okay, some of my students still approach us, and we're very open, right, with those students because when they say that, when I ask them, right, okay, what's your WA1? Oh, teacher, don't worry, it's about oral presentation or it's an alternative assessment, okay? But I need to probe, okay? I need to find this connection. And then suddenly there was, some students told me last year that it's a portfolio. Okay, so can I see the question? When I saw the question, could you please collate all the essays that you've done from primary, from Sec 1 to Sec 3? Yes.
Really?
Correct. And some of my students asked me to look through with it and read through with it. Okay, I saw this one. Okay, it's at the proper format. Okay, now this one, the topic, the question is like this. So these students, they edited, then they're very happy with their score of the project.
Right. But
So what I'm trying to say is that we help them as well. Okay, so be it by its written examination or project based. Okay, we give them the opportunity to ask question.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So, for the written test, especially, right, you have your SW and also essay writing. So, why they test you for essay writing? Usually, this test, you will have 4 questions. All right. So, there are fewer choices of questions to select from. All right, in a WA compared to a full EOY. Like for your Sec 1s, we're not going to go through the Sec 1s, but previously for Sec 1s, you only have 2 questions. All right, but for Sec 3, Sec 4s, you have more questions. All right, usually 4. So it is sometimes also there is a strategy to it as well, like teacher Ken, right?
Yeah, correct.
If you're not good in a certain type or genre of an essay, will you want to choose that? Would you? I don't know. I will do always the one that, which is I called myself like a pet essay. Yeah, pet essay question type. Yeah. So you make sure you have your favorite one, all right, Elementor's favorite one, and then you try and choose
Yes.
that one.
Probably you might be confused because you think that you don't know which one that you're good at, okay? Yeah, I noticed that, especially if you're coming from transitioning from primary to secondary, and then I'm introducing 6 different types compared with the, PSLE, you have 2 types, right? Narrative, correct? And then here, suddenly there are 6 different types of essays, okay? We help our students from the very beginning. Okay, we'll ask them, we will assess, okay? And of course, there are questions, okay? Sometimes I ask them to draw something.
Yeah.
Okay, can you draw me what do you normally do, or when you were a child, what's your favorite play or game that you normally play? And then for them, we can assess, okay, I think that you're good at narrative or personal reflective. You can focus on mastering the structure of that, okay? Or probably be what was your CCA when you were in primary? I was in a drama. Oh, it can be an argumentative or some kind of an exposition or descriptive, right?
Correct.
Right. So we guide them every time. Even my Sec 4. Okay, what is your favorite essay type? Okay, I ask them at the beginning of the class.
Usually they won't tell you the truth.
Yes.
Right. But when they do it, then you know which one is their favorite because they will tend to choose those questions more.
Even as teachers, we have our favorite essay type,
Yeah.
Right? Do you have your favorite essay type? What's your favorite
of course.
essay type?
Mine is argumentative.
Oh, we're the same. I want argumentative and expository.
I love argumentative because why? It is there's a structure to it. So I just remember the structure, but at the same time, I need to know the question, the topic of the question. If I don't know the topic of the question, then it's very difficult for me to argue and also write about the
You'll notice that the moment that we teach these essay types, as in we are enthusiastically training our students when it comes to that. But it doesn't mean that we neglect the other parts. Yeah, we also love teaching all essay types. We love helping our students with different essay types.
Usually yes, because that's what they are comfortable to write, and they know they can score with that as well.
Yes, I would also like to qualify that, like what Miss Jamis was telling us just now. Okay, there are students that would like to try this. Some students approach me,
Sorry, somebody here said, hello, teacher Ken.
Yeah.
That's your student, I think.
My student? Oh,
Yeah.
hello! Where can I see that?
There.
Is there?
Hello, teacher Ken.
Okay, hello, Zihu.
I think your student.
Who is it?
Zihu, I think it's Chi Hao.
Yes.
Chi Hao, yes. Yes, one of my
student,
favorite
yeah,
students.
your student.
Hello there, Chi Hao, yes. Yes. He's a lovely student and a very
Sec three,
smart one.
Sec 3, Sec 4.
Yeah, he gave me full mark in editing last end of year
Nice.
examination. So good job, Chi Hao. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow you have his class.
Tomorrow is my class.
Oh,
Yes.
Saturday.
Please invite all our classes. Yeah, this is
Teacher Ken.
yeah, this is a group of boys. One student came to my class. It was a Monday class last
Right.
year, and suddenly he was bringing 3-4 classmates inside the class, join the class. Yeah, so until now I'm training them.
Yes.
So
then
they're
he
from
reply, yes,
they're
yes.
from which school? Like Queenstown, right? Queenstown.
Queensway. Is it the Queensway boy?
Yeah, the Queensway boy. Yeah. the
Hello, I think I teach
The,
you before.
the volleyball players. Yes.
Yeah, I think I teach you before. Relief.
Yes,
I think
teacher
I know.
Faiz is right here.
You
huh?
know which school I was from? I was from a rival school. I was teaching there. I
Yeah,
think you
in-
know, yeah, no need to say.
Queenstown.
You don't
Queenstown.
need to say.
Okay. Invite your
there,
classmates to
you
join.
know.
See how? Invite your
You know,
classmates to join. Yeah.
He knows.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about it later. All right. Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on to the next
yeah,
one.
so this is
performance
how
test.
we can actually help if you join our for non-students who are actually looking at our live
Yes.
right now. This is how we can help. All right. Basically, we got a lot of all the components that we teach
Yes,
except for
correct.
listening comprehension. All right. So
It's not yet too late, yeah, teacher Faiz, right? It's not yet
Correct.
too late for you to join us, okay? We can open a lot of classes for you, okay? If you're interested, even though my class is full, teacher Faiz is full as well, okay? So we can always find time. We can organize that, okay? But don't make it too late, okay? So
Yeah.
grab the opportunity that you can have this kind of training, okay? Because this will help you a lot. That's proven effective for the past years of existence of Writers Award.
yeah.
Okay?
Okay, yeah.
All
So
right.
this is one example of a situational writing question that we had from last year.
Mm-hmm.
All right, for WA1. So not only it's basically for Sec 4s, right? Usually, from what we have gathered from last year, WA1s are usually essay. But it can also be also your essay, what is it called? Your... Oh my God.
Situational writing.
Situational
Yes.
writing, yeah. So it can be one of this. This is one examples. And then also we have questions from other schools, all right? From like Pei Hwa Sec, Fairfield Methodist, Queensway, yeah, your school. Zhehao, right? Yeah. And then also Sengkang and Kranji. So yes, you can see, right? These are the questions that came out lah. All right, argumentative. So you see, that's why I love argumentative because argumentative usually, if you know the format well, you can score well, and also you must know the topic, right? Yeah, we'll talk more about this later on.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, not only that, yeah, I also received some from last year that from this year as well. My students, one of my Sec 4 students, when I asked him about his WA1 in school, all right, he said that it is oral. Why is it oral?
It's
Why
Sec
is
4,
it-
right? Sec 4, talking about Sec 4, right?
WA1 oral. Why? Why do you think it is why? Why oral?
I've
Why
been
not?
waiting for that actually because when I asked them, my Sec 4 students last year,
yeah.
okay, their oral was sometime in March, April.
There's WA2 lady,
That's
but
not-
this one, why is it
WA2 already.
WA1? So I think, right, for this, it's not just because it is early, right? Because oral will be July, right? So it's common if your school were to test for you for WA1. All right, others, the common one, like what I say, is essay lah, or SW. But it is also common if the school were to test you for WA1. Why? Because to prepare you for your July O level. Yeah, so
Oh, which means that many schools are giving opportunities for these students to practice more, right?
right, correct.
Well, I just want to ask you, based on your observation and your analysis, or by asking your students,
right.
when they do oral in term 1, okay, in WA, for their WA, will there be feedback afterwards, or the marks will be recorded, and then will there be one-to-one?
That I'm not too sure.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
So we're not too sure about that, right? But here at Writers of Work, we provide this individual, what do you call it? Consultation. I mean, talking. We're finding time, okay, on top of that 2 hours, probably 5 minutes before the end time. Or some students normally stay back and ask, what about my oral exam, my oral practice? I would like to hear what is the thing that I need to work on,
Correct. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And how I can improve, right? So we provide strategies on how they can improve their fluency, all right, and also organization of ideas in oral practice or oral examination.
Oh yeah, your student, he say he's in Queenstown. Really?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Queenstown, yes.
I thought he's the Queensway
No,
boys. He's
no,
not the
no, no.
Queensway boys. Oh, I see, I see. That is your Queensway boys.
These are the one from Clementi, right? Queenstown.
Queenstown
near
and
Clementi.
Queensway is
Both near Clementi.
no, it's in between Red Hill and Queenstown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you know IKEA?
If it's Tiao, then Queenstown, yes.
Queenstown.
Yes,
I
correct.
used to teach lah.
Yeah.
Never
These are the
mind.
group of boys from Queenstown.
Queenstown, Queensway.
Is it Queensway? Queenstown, right?
He says
That's
it's
the-
Is it
Queenstown.
Queenstown?
Queenstown. So
Queenstown.
these are the group of boys.
So
Queenstown, yes.
the Queensway boys is last year lah.
Yeah,
not
the-
this
yeah,
year.
the Queensway is
Yeah,
for
so this
last
one I
year.
don't know whether I teach
Two
before.
different groups, eh?
Yeah, two different groups. Because
And then a
last
group,
year-
you know, I have volleyball players, I have
Yeah.
basketball players, drama CCAs, like that.
Yeah.
And sisters. 3 sisters and twins as well.
I also got
So 3
siblings.
sisters, I'm the one taking care of them.
I also got siblings in my class.
Oh,
Yes.
somebody said, teacher, Mr. Faiz, do you remember me?
Me? Hello.
Hi there.
I don't know. I don't remember. May, which May?
Ask them to invite their classmates.
May. Hello. Oh, they remember me. I don't know.
Apparently.
Probably
So you see,
your students long time ago.
Yeah, I guess so. Hello, May.
Yes.
I guess so. Yeah. I have so many students.
Last
Yeah.
year P6.
That's what
Last year
P6.
P6. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
yes,
okay.
I remember my P6E class. Hello, May. Hope you are doing
Sec
well.
1 now, right?
Yeah.
Sec 1 now.
That's it. Hello, no.
Hope you
Oh,
are
okay, yes.
doing well.
Let's say hello then.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sec 1 now, right?
Yeah,
Joining us
May,
on Writers of
May.
Work, correct?
Yeah, I hope she's doing well.
Yes,
right?
okay.
Yeah.
That's for sure, that's for sure.
Okay, so right now, right, we have some information for you, like actually insights.
Yeah,
All
correct.
right, so if you look at our screen on top, all right, we have weighted assessments there, score of content,
Difficulty
format.
approach,
Yeah,
okay.
difficulty approach to your WA components. So like what I said just now to teacher Ken as well, right? So different WA have different focus, all right, for different schools.
Yeah, let's talk
Okay.
about this one, yeah? So that we can also properly guide our students, and our students will get, overall picture on how we train our students when it
Correct.
comes to, it's not just, we want to teach you editing today, we want to teach you essay, discursive, it's not like that, okay? So we make sure that we follow the trend. Okay, we make sure that we align with the majority of the schools here, secondary schools, here, correct?
correct,
Right?
yeah.
Okay, so what is it that we would like to tell them?
Yeah, if you
The
look,
difference-
if you look carefully, right, for WAs, all right, it's usually this is a summary, lah. Yeah.
Yes,
So
correct.
focuses on a few recent topics. It's bite size, like what I told you just now. All right, but for your end of year, it is comprehensive. All right, so there will be issues later on, which I will share later. All right, for the format, right, usually it is group projects, sometimes even short tests like your SW, sometimes even presentations. All right, so this is not common in WA1, but usually in W2 or WA3. All right, certain schools will actually do group projects, sometimes even projects, then after that presentation. So these are bite sizes that you can score the 15%, take all the full marks. Yeah, it's much
It's
more
also
easier,
considered
right? Yeah.
summative assessment, WA.
Correct, yeah. And then for EOY, you see there's no way you can get all the quizzes anymore because this is where the high stake is, all right? It's formal and it's all your written
Yes,
papers that
definitely.
is timed. So basically it is your full exam.
Yes,
Alright,
so the
yeah.
writing speed and stamina, we're very particular with that one.
Correct.
Okay, so every time when we do the lesson implementation, of course, we are having fun whenever we have this 2-hour class with our students, okay? But then again, all right, we need to make sure that we know how to divert, all right, that
Yes.
one into the actual business, which is the actual examination, okay? Therefore, timer is very particular. We're very particular with the timer, okay? Even if we ask them to think after that, eliciting ideas, this must be timed.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So after that, this is where you know, if you are doing bite sizes all the way, then suddenly end of the year you have your full paper. You
Oh my
will
God.
be stressed. All right. So, like what I said,
Yes.
your weighted assessments, all of them are very small bite sizes. You won't have to, you don't have to
Yes,
actually
correct.
time yourself and all that. But when it reaches to EOY, this is where higher pressure will happen. All right. It carries
Yes,
more
correct.
weight for your final grade. Remember, it's 55%, like what we shared just now. All right. So, teacher Ken,
Sec
how do
3
you
you still
prepare
have, it's
for
okay, you
this?
still
Yeah.
have. If you wanna join the latter part, I mean, a few months or worse, a few weeks before your end of your examination, okay? Let me just share with you a few experiences that I had last year, okay? I had a lot of students, new students that joined me in the latter part, last part. The last term, okay, just a few months before the O level. That's the worst part, okay, but it's fine, okay. I'm still giving hope to the parent, both the parent and of course of the child,
Right.
okay. But I told the parent that we have to work hard for this one, right? So I need you to let him practice, and if you have time, please email me, all right, the essay that your child practiced that particular time, and I'll do my very best to get back to you, okay. And then they told me that, oh, I should have known this from the very beginning. I should have let him join from the start. Okay, we have this kind of comments. Parents, yes, that is true. Okay, sometimes we are very complacent and very relaxed. Okay, without we will only feel the pressure the moment that the school calls us in our parent-teacher conference, right?
Yeah.
Right, they will tell you the opportunities, the target areas that your child needs to focus on.
Correct.
Okay, right. So let's focus on that, especially if your child is Sec 3 and Sec 4. Sec 3 is a very good start. Okay, a very good start for them. Okay, for them to realize that they need to do
Correct,
it. They need to
yeah.
focus now.
Actually, let me tell you a bit of secret lah. Your O-level preparation starts in Sec 3.
Exactly.
You have 2 years.
You see the shift, right?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
transition,
correct.
correct? My students were shocked. They were Sec 2. Now Sec 3 suddenly, teacher, why not smiling anymore? Okay, I'm smiling because I'm just because I want to let them feel the transition between
Right.
Sec 2 and Sec 3. Because we're using also different formats, okay? Right? Different structure. Same format, same structure, although the level of the level of, what do you call it? Difficulty is different now. Okay. When I was training you, all right, especially those Sec 2 students who are watching right now, okay, when I was training you, when you're in Sec 2, okay, they are in chunks, right? Sometimes we're gonna talk about editing or comprehension. It's about visual text 1 and text 2, all right? And sometimes it's the section B, right? The fictional, okay? But rarely that it's gonna be together. Only the last part, right? That it's gonna be the full blown, okay? So yeah, I want you to feel. I want to let you know that this is something that is serious, okay? But I don't want to put pressure on that, okay? As much as possible, okay? Because I want you to enjoy, right? While we're learning, but I want you to be prepared.
Yeah.
Okay, because I know that your parents entrusted you to me, okay? And before we even start the class, we communicate with your parents and asking them about their expectation. The first question I ask the parents, how do you want me to help your child? All right, and the parents will give me all of these specific areas that I need to take note of. There are a lot of them, right? And my part as a teacher, I need to make sure that in every class, I cater to all of these target areas, to all this learning style. It's not easy, but we were trained, and that's why we're teachers, right? So this is something that you can get if you are part of our training every week, all right? Here at Writers of Work, right? This is something that we can give you. This is something that we can promise, okay?
Okay, so let's take advantage of your WAs. All right, I know it's you have 3. All right, especially for the Sec 3s, but Sec 4s, right? You don't have that much. All right, you only have WA1, WA2, and then you have your prelims after that. So how you wanna get a higher grades?
Excuse me.
All right. So the number of students. This is a study, lah. Yeah. So the number of students achieving the highest possible grade actually increase. All right, when you compare, like my time. All right, when doing your mid-year, your end of year. All right. So the number of students achieving
Wasn't
this
able to.
highest possible grade increases. Failure rates for WA can be as low as 4%. Like I have my weaker students in my class. All right. They're not really weak, but just weaker. All right. They will do not bad for their WA1, WA2, WA3. All right. So that means I will later show you an example student lah. All right. I will show you the marks as well. So for the WA1, WA2, WA3, they did very, not say very well, well enough And when it comes to EOY, they didn't do so well. But at the same time, when you submit all the scores, right, the WA1, WA2, WA3 actually help the students' marks to push up lah.
Because as we all know, right,
Yeah.
the end of year examination, WA4, this is the full blown exam setting. As in the written examinations,
EOY,
right?
yes, yes.
Okay, and WA1, these are the parts only.
Yeah.
Right, specific component of the O-level
Correct,
examination.
correct, yeah.
And sometimes it is, performance based.
Correct, yeah. And also the formats lah, right? Like what I said, certain schools will take their WA3 or WA2 as projects, or some even as take-home assignments. So possibly, right, this allows students to use the internet, and you have also external sources that you can use to actually do your best for this. All right, so take advantage of your WAs. I mean, for W1, W2 especially lah. All right, take advantage of it because you need all these 15% marks lah. Right, so yeah. So doing it well for the WA. So this is the weightage again, like what previously we showed you. Okay, so WA1 15%, WA2 15%, WA3 15%. Then end of the year will be 55%.
Yes, the these students, when I ask them that, it's okay, teacher, it's only WA1. No problem with that one.
Yeah, but if you were to say that, right, what will happen? If
Yeah, how would
your EOY you don't do well, at least you have your WAs
Exactly.
to help you, right?
Correct. Yeah, listen up. Yeah, to all my students watching right now, okay? Listen up, okay? Every exam is important, and we're not focused on that. Remember, I told you, right? I want to know, we are preparing, we're goal setting. WA1 is the first target, okay? Right. So how do you normally advise your students when they...
How I advise?
Yes.
Just do
Of
well
course,
for everything.
we can't just let it go, right? We can't just let it go.
I think that's the best tip. Or
Correct.
as a teacher,
And we will
as your
repeat that.
teacher, yeah.
We will keep repeating that,
Yeah.
okay? We will be asking for your score.
Yeah,
Even-
take things more seriously.
Correct.
Do well for everything, because why? When you do well for a WA, it builds your confidence. All right. At the end of the
Correct.
year, you have all the confidence in the world, and you will do very well also for your EOY. So like what I said, take everything seriously. If you just like want to lax for your WA1, never mind lah WA1, never mind lah WA2, and then EOY you don't have that stamina, habis, finish. Sorry for the Malay language. Yeah, so yeah, WA1, WA2, WA3 are all very similar, all right? They are similar in importance, okay? So this will actually build you confidence lah. This is what I will tell my students
Yeah.
as well. If you don't have confidence, then how are you going to sit for EOY? Yeah, so ultimately EOY is higher, 55.
Yes, ultimately,
Yeah,
yes.
So I have an example student lah later. So, yes, teacher can.
But if you're gonna take a look at it, yeah, okay, you say that EOY is is the most important one. They will think of that way, right? But how can you achieve that score of the EOY, that percentage? Okay, if your WA1, which is actually part, let's say for example, right, part of the EOY.
Correct. So
It is fair.
yeah, because okay, usually
Correct.
WA1, let's say for example, XXX school, okay, or YYY school. All right, their WA1 will be their your essay.
The connection is okay, right?
All right, and then for term 2 WA2, it will be their, let's say, is their SW, and then WA3 probably is oral. All right, so before your term 4, you have already been practicing all of this, and in term
Yes,
4, right,
correct.
for EOY, it's just a bundle. All right, so that's the reason. That's the practice that you have lah. So I have an example here of a student. Let's call this student whatever the name is lah. All right, let's call this student Rubber Ducky. All right, so Rubber Ducky scored WA1 25/30. Let's say this is a continuous writing, your essay
85.
component, right? So very well, right? So A1 for this.
Correct.
WA2, okay, situational writing, 25 also. So you see, upon 100, right, 84. So this is 12.6 out of 15%
Correct.
of your WA2 and WA1. And in term 3, this is a compre, let's say, your paper 2. All right,
correct.
35 out of 50. Not so bad,
That's-
but can do better, right? It's
You
still
aligned
A2.
it with Compre, right?
Yeah, correct. So if you look carefully, this is 10.5% out of your 15%.
Correct, yes.
All right, so as you can see, if you tabulate everything, right, this student actually did very well for WA1, WA2, WA3. But look at term 4. Look at the EOY, end of year. as a whole, this student only average
Roughly about 50%.
55
About 50%.
over 100. All right, so 55%. All right, out of 100. So if you were to calculate into percentage, all right, 55%, the student only scored 30.25. So if you look carefully, the EOY score is very, very low. It's a C5. C5, right? Yeah, C5.
Yes. Right.
Okay. So if you look carefully, WA1, WA2, WA3, the student did
Scored
well,
well, yes.
right? And this actually pushes up the score from a C5 to a
B3?
B3.
B3,
Yeah,
yes,
B3.
correct. 66%.
Okay, so you see how important
Yes, right.
WA1 is, WA2 is, and WA3 is. So
Correct,
WAs are not just your relax lah, no.
Yes.
It is very important as well. The importance is you have to be consistent.
Yes.
And then when you are consistent, you have the confidence, you will do well for UI. But sadly, this student, Rubber Ducky, didn't do well, lah,
I know.
right? Because
It happens, you know. However, there are many, I also like to emphasize that there are many parents who are very conscious,
Correct.
even from WA, even in school practice. They will tell me, they will send a message, right, teacher, my daughter did not do well in WA1. Could you please help her on how she can improve that?
right.
Okay. And even the last minute. Do you have students like this? Okay, last minute is giving you the shock, the shockest moment of your life, right?
Yeah, I have. I'm going to
Yes.
I'm going to see my student tomorrow, lah. This student, lah. I'm not going to mention names. Let's keep him
Sec
anonymous.
2 and Sec 3, okay?
Yeah.
Sec 2 and Sec 3, take note of that. What was WA3? It's out of 25 for some reason. Okay, for the past WAs, this student performed really, really well.
Right.
Okay, when it comes to this paper 2, comprehension. Okay, especially summary writing and non-fictional. Okay, but it so happened that during WA3, it was not the expected one.
Right,
Right.
right.
So both parents, the student and parent, contacted me about this. Okay. So what I did was, okay, give me all your papers. Okay, show me, making sure that all the notes that I asked you to compile, it's there. So I analyzed that paper. Okay, I analyzed that paper. So I encircled the questions that she committed mistakes. Okay. Now I want you to look at all the notes that we had in the past, and take a look at the similarities of these questions.
Right.
Okay, and then later on, I'm gonna give you only 3 questions. Okay, because this is the majority of the errors in that examination. Okay. So I let her practice that. I let her practice. So we were all both worried, and then the parents were asking me, and the parent kept asking me, right? Oh, how's my daughter? Is she ready already? Is she ready for the end of year examination? Okay. Yeah. I can see that she's doing her best. Okay. She's really eager to learn. Okay. Because she really felt bad. You know, I saw from her face that, teacher, this is my mark, and she wasn't really happy about it as well. So we practiced, and I asked her to go through with all the questions, and even some questions that I missed out. Okay, answer that. Okay, and then I'll mark it. Okay, we'll find time to mark it together.
Right.
Okay. Oh, good thing. End of year examination. Right. She got 37.
So this one is the reverse of Rubber
Yeah.
Ducky.
Yes. Correct.
I see. So yeah,
And she was
it
so
can happen
shouting
as
for
well.
joy. You know, she was shouting for joy.
So it can happen as well. Like some students will do not so well for WA, but after practicing W1, W2, W3, they did well as a whole for EOY.
Correct.
But that is very, very rare. All right. So if you're one of the exceptions, then good. But usually, from what I see from my students,
Yes.
right, it is consistency that gives you the A1 and the A1 and the A2.
Correct.
Yeah, it is consistency.
Yeah,
It's not
always.
just you are doing well for WA and then suddenly you are. It will help you if you are a weaker student, right?
Correct.
But it is consistency. Okay? So like what I said, consistency leads to, you need to know also the progression of difficulty that your weighted assessments are. Alright? So this is Sec 3. So this is we taken it from St. Andrews Secondary School.
Correct.
Yeah, so as you
Progression
can see,
difficulty,
yeah,
yes.
correct. So there is progression difficulty, all right, as you can
Correct.
see from this school. All right, teacher Ken, WA1, W2, W3.
Correct. Yeah. So when we talk about progression of difficulty, this is what normally schools plan. You know, their scheme of work when it comes to assessments. Okay. So progression means that, for example, this is the ladder, right, or the stair. Okay. So the first one, this is WA. Many schools normally prioritize based on their analysis, of course, as well in the past examination, the easiest, right, component of the exam, or
First.
the first
Easiest
one,
first.
so normally that is essay writing, full essay, right? Essay writing. Okay. What about situational writing as well, right?
It can be either essay or it can be situational.
Yeah,
because all these are writings. So
Correct.
yeah, it's either one of these. But usually it's essay lah.
Correct. And then, all right, and then they are going to progress to a little bit difficult one. Okay, a little bit difficult. It's a comprehension. Okay, but they will start with the easiest section in the comprehension.
It's
okay?
not say easy lah.
Okay, not
It is
easy.
fairly. It's a partial paper usually. It's not your full one with your
Yes.
VT1, VT2.
Correct.
Usually it is your
It's not the full, right?
Yeah.
It's not the full as well.
It's a partial
Some
paper.
part of that.
Yeah, correct.
But some schools, okay, they wanna make sure that our students will score well. So I wanna test them with everything, right? When it comes to that,
Correct.
right?
Yeah, it's
That's the
partial.
comprehension. And normally WA3, all right, it varies actually. It varies, right? Okay, but this time WA3 is the project work, right? This is the task, correct? This one can be done at
it
home,
can
right?
be done at home. Certainly can be done at home.
But don't worry.
Yeah, group work also lah. So
Correct.
WA3 is usually if you got, it doesn't matter. Sometimes WA2 or WA3 is the project work. So if you are to do project work, try to score as much as you can for this.
Yes.
This is probably the most easiest because you have resources.
Yeah, correct. That's the
Alright?
easiest one.
Yeah, that's the easiest one, definitely.
Yeah, because you can ask anyone, right?
It's not just us. You got
Yeah,
now
yeah,
you got your internet. Last time,
Yeah.
my time, no internet. Internet is the
If it's
what is it called?
I don't know.
Dial up. Yeah. So when someone calls
least
my
it's-
parents' house, it will be off the internet.
at least you have that dial-up, okay?
Yeah.
But during my time, okay, the only resource that we had during that time is
Library.
the National Library.
Yeah, library.
The
yeah,
library,
yeah, yeah.
okay? So you're all lucky because you have a lot of resources available.
Correct. Yeah, you all are very lucky nowadays. Your generation, my generation, and Teacher Ken's generation are not so lucky.
Showing the age of-
But we did okay, right? Yeah.
Yes,
so
of course.
We have to.
Yes.
Whatever we have, we
Yeah.
take lah. All right.
right.
So
The
for now,
easiest.
yeah. So you all are very lucky. You all can actually have resources. You just use your phone, right? You take out your phone nowadays. I'm not promoting AI, but it can help you. Yeah. Okay, it can help you, but you need to know how to use lah. All right.
Okay.
So yeah. So for the last one, so this one is EOI. So for St. Andrews Secondary School for Sec 3, right? The EOI is 60%. So it differs lah. Some schools might be higher, some schools
Yes,
might be lower.
correct.
But it's not that far from 55, sometimes 50 also. So your stress level will be very high right now because why? This is where you are tested on all the components. And if you have not been doing full paper at home or at tuition, all right, or right,
One-to-one,
yeah.
okay.
So you won't have that writing stamina to finish all of this. Whereas in Writers at Work, what we teach here is every week we have different components. We also have ourselves in-house tests.
Yeah, in-house tests,
Yeah.
yes.
So this
They're
will-
trained. Could you imagine the one whole year we've been doing that? The moment that they step into that examination room, okay, we want them to feel that confidence in them.
confidence.
But I can finish this on time.
Correct.
Right? That's one thing that we need to train our students first. Okay, the writing speed and stamina. Okay, so if you want to experience that, if you want to have this kind of confidence level in your examination, please join us. We are more than happy to accommodate you here.
Correct.
Okay, we are more than happy to help you. We treat you like our children. Okay, that's how we train you because we know where these parents coming from. Okay, we understand you. Okay, and of course, whenever we communicate with our parents, right, they will tell us about the things that they want. Okay, just like visiting a clinic, when they visit a clinic, oh, my child has this kind of problem and so on and so forth. Okay,
Right.
So our teachers are acting like doctors. All right, trying to figure out and find out to get every single detail that each parent will give them. All right, and from there, we're going to come up with this strategy for your child.
Do you know that last time I wanted to be a doctor?
Oh, really?
But I didn't do well for my science, too bad.
Oh, okay. So that's a requirement, right?
Yeah, I
Okay.
wanted to. That's one of my ambition when I was younger.
Yes.
But never mind lah.
But you're a teacher now,
Yeah.
right?
Okay. So we go back to this. All right. So this is for the Sec Force. All right, so this is one school that I told you just now. This is one of the schools that's an exception lah. They started their WA1 for the Sec 4s with oral first. So it's a full oral assignment, all right, a full set paper. So I think for this school, right, it is very, very clear that this school wanted their students to actually get ready for July.
Yes.
All right, which is the O-level oral exam.
This is a good move.
Yeah, I don't know why
This is
some
a good
schools
strategy, yeah.
didn't do this, but
Correct.
some schools do this, but I think most of the schools don't start with but it's an exception lah. I know one school right now, my student who is doing oral next week.
Oh, wow.
For his WA1.
He's our
O-level.
existing
our
Riders of War
existing
student, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think it's a good move by the school as well. But at the same time, this will actually help you to prepare where your weakness are as well.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, you can prepare earlier. Your oral is in July. You only have 4 months left.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
And also we had this next week. Most of my Sec 2 students, they'll be taking speech for
Sec 2
situational
lah.
writing.
Yeah.
And good thing that was the first topic that we had for this year, right? For
Correct.
lower secondary.
Correct.
Yep, you see that?
Okay. Yeah. So then after this, an example from this school is that WA2 will be their compre. So 40 minutes. I'm pretty sure this is a partial paper. It's not going to be a
40
full
minutes,
paper.
yes.
Yeah. So it might be without the summary lah, I guess, for this one probably.
But summary, based on my experience as well last year, summary is one of the first one that many schools test the students.
Yeah, it depends on
Summary
the school.
writing, yeah.
Yes, especially usually they will use the section A1 first because it's the difficult text.
Yeah, the text
three.
one,
Yeah,
text three,
so
correct.
usually they are tested for text 3.
Correct. The
Yep.
fictional.
Yes, because it's the more difficult one.
Correct.
Okay, so this is the progression difficulty. So yeah, I think this one is no need to explain. This is the prelims. All right, basically prelims, right? You see,
Yes.
it's the same like your Sec 3 EOY lah. Basically everything is there. This is your final, so-called your final, final judgment.
Judgment, yes,
yeah,
correct.
to see where you are. But fret not. To be
yes.
honest with you, I didn't do well for my prelims. I did very badly.
Prelim examination.
Yeah,
Prelim,
I did very
prelim.
badly. Yeah.
Yes.
I still remember my teacher said, "Oh, Faiz, you cannot, no hope." Yeah, but I proved her wrong.
Oh,
lah.
prove her
Yeah,
wrong,
when
okay.
I got my result, she was shocked.
Yes, correct. So it's really different, right?
Yeah,
So
correct.
preliminary is actually the final practice for these students.
Correct.
Right? Before they go on the
Yeah, so
actual
basically
O-level
this is your experience lah to O-level lah. So
Hmm.
yeah, usually prelims and then after that 1 month later, it's usually your
Yes.
O-level already.
Don't worry, you will know your marks from the prelim examination, right?
Yeah, so
For the
there's
actual
no
O-level.
WA lah. Straight away you'll be doing prelims lah for the Sec 4.
Correct,
So
correct.
this one is your stress level. If this meter you see on top can overboard, right? It will go overboard already like that.
At this point in time, what you're gonna hear from us are motivations, and it's okay, you can do it. Yeah, you will hear all of these kind of
Yeah,
statements from us
correct.
and expressions, which is actually true. These come from the bottom of every WOW teacher's heart at this point in time in the season. Okay, so this is one way that we can help you as well to
Yeah.
ease
So
the
by
pain.
helping you, we got this thing called the trends. All right. So we collected some data from our students as well.
Yes.
All right.
correct.
So we have trends for Sec 3s and also the Sec 4. So we will discuss this through lah. Right, Teacher Ken?
All right, let's begin with Sec 3s. Okay, based on our analysis in the collation of examination questions last year. Okay, so we come up with this analysis. Okay, the one that we're showing you is a pie chart. You can see that on the screen, right? Okay, so what you can see there, the biggest part of the pie. All right,
On top lah.
on top. Oh yeah, it's on top. Okay, the biggest part of the pie. Okay, which I normally have whenever there's an actual pie. Okay, is the paper one. Okay, paper one, which 64.9% of majority of the schools. All right, of the questions that we gathered. Paper one.
Yeah.
Take note of
Just
that,
to
right?
take note, these are from different schools. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, and then later on, I'm gonna show you right which section of paper one is normally tested. Okay, in WA1, right? Okay, this is followed by paper 2, 27%, and other components is 8.1%. So take note of that, yeah? Paper 1, which is actually true. It manifested in this collection of
correct.
examination dates, right? And
yeah.
components that we
This
have.
was
Paper 1,
from-
editing is there, right? Correct?
Yep.
Okay, so now let's talk about paper one. Okay, so majority of schools, all right, or exam papers that we collected, okay, it's continuous writing. Right, continuous writing, which is 62.5%, and we also have quite a high number of situational writing, which is 37.5%.
Yeah. So all these are basically essay components, right? So it's the
Correct.
writing sections, right? So
Right.
I think for continuous writing, it was tested by most of the schools. I think more than half, 62.5,
Yeah.
out of our 64.9% just now, lah, right?
Correct.
So situational writing was the next one, the 37.5%.
Yeah, but of course we have these components, okay?
Correct.
Mostly argumentative last year.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's take a look at that one. Okay. There you go. That's correct. Yes, argumentative. Yeah. I just tried to recall the one that we had. My students submitted last year, so it's argumentative. Okay. Take note that this is not only me. Majority of the secondary teachers that we have here. Okay. Collected and analyzed. That's argumentative, which is 46.7%. Okay, for Sec 3. So Sec 3s, I know that you experienced this. Okay, I keep repeating about all the structures, especially writing the magical thesis statement, okay, in argumentative, because I want you to make sure that the content or the body paragraphs are really connected and talking about the parts of the thesis statement.
Right.
Okay? Right. Now you understand. Yeah? I'm not the only one explaining because I have teacher Faiz here to manifest into that as well.
Yeah,
Right?
so-
To testify. Okay?
You can see also that the shift is clear. If you are basing it on your Sec 2 previously last year, right? It's now the heavy emphasis has moved towards your factual essays. All right,
Yes,
basically
factual.
it's argumentative, all right, discursive and also expository. Narrative and descriptive, like your PRR, which is your personal reflector or recount, right? It's more now a minority already.
Yes,
all right.
correct.
So preparing for this means mastering all the skill sets required.
Yes,
for
talking about
the
yeah,
factual
correct.
essay
Talking
types,
about this
lah.
factual, right? Factual, right? So we are training our students, okay, on how to think because it's not easy. Let's admit it. Many students will admit that teacher in the actual essay, in the actual examination, we won't be able to write quotations or any personality that we can quote out in there or whatever remarks that they have. Okay. It's not easy to provide evidence, okay? We train them, okay? Be it by exposition or expository, be it by argumentative or discursive writing, okay? We train our students on how to come up with different types of evidences,
Right.
factual information. So we have 3 different types, okay? And I'm sure that there are a lot of types out in there, okay? But we're focusing mainly on statistical, anecdotal, and experiential evidences that we provide our students. Okay, so you don't worry. Hi, Kat. Okay, so you don't worry. Okay, we are going to train you. We're going to expose you. All right, every week we have different contexts and different themes, right, of essay, which I make my students excited about. Okay, and then every week as well. Okay, so the facts that we provide our students that they can use. Okay. That they can tweak in their actual examination, okay, are based on those particular themes that we teach them every week, okay?
And if you look at our screen on top here, all right, you look at point number 4.
Correct.
All right, not only it's your writing, but you also, some schools will actually just test you also on your oral. All right, so in WA1, some schools will also do oral. All right, so be it whether planned response or your spoken interaction, right, you always remember this, that oral questions are similar to your argumentative essay type questions. Okay, so this can actually help you as well, all right, for your writing part. Right, so for a number of schools, oral is only being introduced here, and some schools do not even test oral for EOYs. This is also another issue. All right, so if you come to us, Writers at Work, we have oral lessons
You'll get
as
everything.
well. Yeah, you'll get everything basically.
Yes.
Listening comprehend don't have lah, but actually when you listen to us, that will be your listening comprehension. All right. Yeah. So basically,
Yes, correct.
as
That's true,
Sec 3 students, right, you are now preparing for your O levels, all right, which is next year. All right. And also, like what I said just now, the emphasis has now shifted. All right. Your essays now are more factual. Okay.
Correct.
All right. Anything to add on, Teacher Ken?
Can I find that? That's all from me. Okay. What else?
Okay. So this is for Sec 4. All right. The trends. Right. This is
Let's take a
what we see. All right. From last year. Okay, so out of your
Like-
components, right, for WA1s, usually what we see is your paper 1. All right, out of the other components. Okay, so paper 1, paper 2, and oral. Okay, the next one will be out of the writing component. All right, 79.2% will usually be
continuous
your
writing.
essay. All right, so this is a very high number. All right, if I were to ask, I think my students already told me lah. All right, I got a few students also from certain schools that are doing their essay. All right, Sec 3, Sec 4, same. They're doing the essay for WA1. So that's why this is always the trend that we see. All right, so this is the question breakdown. All right, so out of that continuous writing, the essay type, right, it will be argumentative 48. As you can see, Sec 4 also same. All right, but you must always remember when you are doing this, yes, there's a lot of, you'll be given 4 questions, right? So which one are you going to choose? This is the most important one.
Correct.
All right, let's say there's a PRR, that means your personal recount reflective question. There can be an argumentative question, can be a descriptive and also expository. So which one will you choose to do? This is the important one you got
Sec
to
3,
ask
Sec?
yourself. Sec 3, Sec 4 lah, usually.
Yes, Sec 3, Sec 4. Okay.
Yeah.
At this point in time, okay, you must have your own favorite. Now, if you think that you're confident in that particular essay, add one more. Right? They can master one more, correct? Actually,
correct,
it's good that if you can master everything because we train you and we provide you with all the structures that you need in that particular essay.
Correct.
All you have to do is to practice. You don't have to memorize them. You just have to practice, right? And get used to it. Make it a habit, you know? Make it a habit. If you want to become the best basketball player in the world, okay, then you have to practice every time. It's like
Basketball,
Michael Jordan.
Right. They might not know who Michael Jordan is.
Oh,
so
okay.
This one
Can you give me
will reflect on, this one might
reflex on
reflect
my
on
age?
your
Okay.
age already.
Okay.
So,
I don't
yeah.
want to give
So,
football player as well because I know that
they should know. Now is Steph Curry.
Oh, Steph.
They know Golden
All right,
State
all right.
Warriors.
Yeah,
I know.
here's that one. Okay.
Yeah,
no, what I'm
because
trying to
your
say,
age.
what I'm trying to say is that if you want to be good at something, okay, you practice every day. Now, if you want to achieve, for example, I'm good at personal recount or reflective, and I want to learn argumentative because based on my brother said the WA1 last year was argumentative, and I want to make sure that I score in that. Okay, so I'm gonna practice right every day, not just only once, not twice, but
Correct.
a lot of times.
Right,
This
right.
is how great people who are good at something became really you know, famous.
Right.
Okay.
If I master more than one essay type, right?
Yes.
Do you like can I master 2 but both fictional? Or do you suggest
Both
one
fictional.
one factual?
I mean, it's fine though, but you
question.
must make sure you...
I love that.
Yeah, it depends on the topic as well. Let's say if it's factual also, but you don't have evidence or examples to give, that will be one thing that you will lose marks in lah. Right? So, like what I said, it's always good to... This is my tip lah, alright? I will tell my students this. I will always have my students to... Die also must know argumentative. Right? This one is confirmed.
Yes.
You must master.
Oh my God, yes,
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah, and then the second one can be any other. All right. So these two will actually help you later. All right. Especially argumentative die you must remember because
correct.
argumentative there is a certain format you follow, right? That what we teach here.
Yes, correct.
And then also you must also know what is happening in the world. All right. General knowledge sometimes about context about Singapore. Right, right. And this will also, if you know argumentative well, if you master it well, you can also do well for oral because the format
Yes, that's
is
true.
actually the same. Right? And then
Yep.
take one more essay type to master, and these two will be your savior lah.
Yeah, your weapon.
basically. Yeah, your weapon for your essay. You
But it's a
don't-
good question. It's a valid question, you know,
Correct,
right?
yeah.
You want fictional or factual, right?
Correct.
That's also a good point, right? You can also apply that. Okay, at least you have 2 different formats, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Okay.
So
You can tell a story.
this is my always. This is always from. I've been teaching for quite some time, so I will
correct.
always tell this to my students lah. Whether they are in Sec 1, Sec 2, Sec 3, Sec 4,
Yes.
doesn't matter. But as a whole, always remember this. Take 2 essay types as your favorite lah.
Yes,
All
your
right,
favorite.
and make sure one of them must be argumentative.
Love them wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
wholeheartedly.
Okay.
Yeah,
so,
thank you, Mitsuko, for that question.
Yep. Yeah, so like what I said, the trends are, this is your final push already, all right, for the Sec 4 students. You only have like what, eight months left, something like that, all right, and you have
for
to
the O
know
level.
that it's a combination of your 4 years in secondary school. So the question is, are you ready or not? This is the only question right now
Yes.
I have. All right, and also you see in the previous chart, right, many of the essay questions were argumentative in nature. So that's why I tell you, you need to master argumentative. Die also must. All right, so this aligns your broader shift towards questions that actually develop critical thinking skills.
Yes.
You need these critical thinking skills to actually answer argumentative, because why? You got your counter arguments, you got your supporting arguments, all this. That's why you need critical thinking skills.
Correct.
Your recount, personal reflective questions are still relatively common, but they're often packed with a reflective element. So, like what I said,
Correct.
narrating still continue, but yeah, it carries some weight as well. It still have. All right.
Correct.
So, basically, overall, WA1 appears to lean heavily towards paper 1, more specifically. All right.
Take note of that, yeah?
Yeah. So, this is likely that WA1 takes place well because of the rush of the prelims and the national examinations, giving teachers also time, all right, to actually buffer to evaluate your competency.
Yes.
All right. So while the difficulty of the question varies, right, your overall level tends to be different also, So that's why, you know, the paper 1 usually will come out first for
Yes.
WA, and then your teachers can actually look at it, your competency much more earlier.
Correct.
Okay, right. So teacher Ken,
Yes.
we go on next.
The next part are we?
Yeah,
Are we gonna talk about is-
this is also one issue that we want to
correct.
talk about, the pitfalls, the three
Yes,
common
the pitfalls that we
lah.
have, right?
Yeah, I know it's good for WA, this, that, but also there are 3 common pitfalls. All right, so for the first one, it's actually the false confidence.
False
All right?
confidence,
Yeah, what
yes.
does it mean by false confidence?
A high WA grade may not accurately predict EOY results. So
you
do
look
not feel
at
complacent with that,
you
right?
look at student rubber ducky just now. Yellow duck or rubber ducky? I see. Rubber ducky.
Rubber ducky,
Rubber
yes.
ducky. Yeah,
Rubber
sorry.
ducky,
Yellow
yeah.
duck is me. Never mind. Okay, yeah. So a high
is it there,
WA
man?
grade. You see, for rubber ducky just now, right? Our student, right? He or she, I don't know whoever you want to call it. The WA grade did not accurately predict his EOY results. Why? Probably no stamina and then never do well for writing section. So that is one common issue that we have. So you see, one study
also have
found
that,
a weak correlation between
Correct.
CA, your continuous assessment marks, and the final exam performance. So this is one thing that you have to take note of. All right. The next one is the stamina gap, Chicken.
Yes. So these are the students who ace WAs may still struggle with EOY examination.
Yeah, this one correlate lah.
Yes, they're
like what I
correlated,
said,
yes.
The stamina lah. So because the exams are much more, it's a full set of paper.
Yes.
All right.
And it requires a
Remember,
long time sitting,
yeah,
right?
you need stamina for definitely,
Correct.
because for your WAs, probably for your your paper 2, all right, you only do half partial.
Correct.
So in exam,
You won't
you
get a
won't-
chance.
Yeah, you won't get a chance to do it full. So you need
Yeah.
a lot of practice lah.
Even at school.
Yeah.
Okay. So some of them are requesting for more practice at school, but we admit that the requirement of every school, right, the mainstream school, right,
Yeah.
is really a
Your
lot.
teacher got more students lah. So if you come here,
Yeah,
can
so we
focus
feel
on
that
you.
gap. We feel that gap.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are the one helping them. Okay, and parents know that their child needs to be trained when it comes to that.
Yeah, that's right.
Stamina.
That's right. Yeah, that's right, Teacher Ken. So from our teacher insights, right, it confirmed that the importance and also the relative ease of doing well for WA.
Correct.
All right, they often secure a grade already for their W1, W2 because the paper are less partial lah. All right, they are less demanding also at the same time, and
Correct.
yeah, but this is the trap lah, right?
Yes,
However, doing well for WAs can create false confidence. Back to our first.
Yeah,
part.
don't worry about that. Yeah, don't worry about
Yeah.
that, because after this, talking about this trap and pitfalls, we are going to provide you recommendations. Okay, the actions that you can do at home.
Correct.
Okay, so our students, you're very lucky because on top of the things that you're getting every class, okay, then you can get all of these recommendations. Okay, all right. So the third one is we have the intertopical difficulty, right? The
Yes.
intertopical. Okay, this is one thing as well. Okay, so every week, especially if our lesson is essay, okay, well, like what I've told you, mentioned earlier, that we expose our students to different model essays with different themes. Okay, what was the topic last week?
Last week for Sec 4,
Sec
Sec
four.
3, Sec 4, it was
About clothes, yes, clothes make up the man. Yes,
Yes, it's your
correct.
essay. Argumentative, you see, argumentative.
This is talking about that, about how you carry yourself and how you
Yeah,
present
yeah,
yourself when it
correct,
comes to
correct.
choosing the right clothes that you
Yeah.
wear every day.
You look, what he's wearing now, he might be a white collar worker, right? He might be an accountant or banker. All right, like me,
Yes.
maybe I'm going Orchard. No, like,
Yes,
that's
we
okay.
are. We look like a passionate teacher. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Right. So here, so what I'm trying to say is that we expose them with different topics, and it has something to do with our trademark, which is essay banking. All right. So meaning to say that our students are equipped with different topics. Okay.
Correct.
Sometimes they will be surprised. Teacher, what is that? What does that mean? Right. So there is this question that we are excited to hear because we are here to the rescue.
Yeah,
Right. We are
correct.
here to help you understand this particular situation, and we're gonna provide you this experience that will add up to your bank of essays or bank of ideas that you can soon apply, right? Adapt in your
Correct.
actual examination.
But before that, all right, we have covered the structure, we have covered broken down everything by component, right? The importance of it, the types of WAs, and also the
Yes.
common pitfalls. So now, I think we should move into the action phase. We want to give you a concrete set of checklists.
Yes.
All right. So this checklist is actually routines as well that you can use immediately to maximize your prep. All right, your preparation for WA, not only just WA, but for WA2, WA3, also
Yes,
EO-wise
correct.
as well. All right, so these are the checklists. So, teacher Ken?
Okay, number 1. Have I done 3 to 5 editing practices in preparation for my WAs? Ask yourself now. Okay, if not, then you still have time.
Correct.
Okay.
Sec 3
Yes.
is still early. Sec 4, it might be late, but you can
Yes.
still do it.
Yeah, you can still do it. Okay.
yeah.
Right. Find some time. Okay. Today is Friday, right? So you still have 2 days.
Correct.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. So,
All right.
second point.
Second point, have I categorized my editing mistakes into lists based on frequency and time?
Yeah. So,
Why do they need to do that?
because why this is where your common mistakes are. So
Correct.
you don't want
Yes.
to every time do the same mistake. So if you do the same mistakes every time you look at your paper when it's being
Yes.
marked, every time that thing is wrong. So
Correct.
if you look right, it's always that question type which is wrong.
Yes.
So that is where you need to categorize these mistakes.
One time is not enough, okay?
Yeah.
That is why we sometimes notice some students will repeat the same mistake. And we have to tell that, oh, isn't it? We did this in the first practice that we had.
Correct.
So how come it happened again here? So please take note of that.
Yeah,
Put
so
these two scripts
You
together.
can actually, if you want to screenshot, you can actually screenshot because this is a checklist, right? We are just
Yes.
we're helping you as well. Okay,
Yeah,
so this
especially-
two, yeah.
Yeah, especially when we're practicing, we are practicing our students with editing, right?
Correct.
Normally, it's on only one set. It's 4 to
Correct.
5 sets.
Correct.
Okay, and we will know because when we let them answer, okay, and then we guide them through, and then ask them what are your errors out in there? Okay, I think this one's the SVA teacher or the article. I missed that
Correct,
one
yeah.
out. Okay.
Look out for mistakes that you usually get wrong. lah.
Yes,
Those
take note of them.
questions,
Take
yeah.
note of them and practice. Okay, again, make everything a habit. Okay, so that you get used to it, and the moment that you have your major examinations,
Correct.
WAs, then it just comes automatically.
Yeah, correct. It's
Right?
a bit lah. All right, next one. So this is back. This is for our first situational writing.
Yes.
All right, you need to ensure whether you are familiar with the formats. All right, whether you have actually practiced planning for it, and also breaking down the SW task in under 10 minutes. All right, usually
Yes.
you know before you start
SW
doing
task.
your SW, you have your unpacking.
So
You
how
need
many minutes did you say just now?
Less than 10 minutes.
Less than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Usually my
Okay.
students, from what I know, those who are with me for quite some time for the secondary students, right? Within 5 minutes, they can actually unpack
Yes,
everything.
that's true.
Yeah,
Yes,
along with the avatar creation and stuff like that. So if you are
three
very,
steps,
very
right?
proficient, it might be lesser time also.
Yeah,
It's
correct.
not just 10. Maybe if you're new, yes, right, 10 minutes. But you need to do it in less than 10 minutes. 5 minutes is the max actually.
Yeah, I'm so excited because the
Yeah.
topic tomorrow for Sec 4,
Sec
it's
4
going to be
tomorrow is
situational writing.
situational writing,
Situational writing, yes.
So tomorrow I will test my students, whoever you
I will
are, if
test
you're
my students
watching.
as well.
Yeah, yeah. Because most of my students will be the O-level students this year.
Yeah,
so they
correct,
need to
right.
do it in less
Yes.
than 10. And usually I give them just 5. Yeah. So
Correct.
This will be one. The next one will be, are you aware of the differences in the tone and format? All right, and how to change your response to fit this. So basically, right, sometimes the format, you have to read carefully. All right, it is usually given, right?
I have something to share as well about that.
Okay. What
Yes,
do you want to
so
share? Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're giving me time now.
Yeah. No
Okay.
worries.
Yes, I remember it was 2024 December. Okay, the end of year examination. Okay, 30th December, a parent called me. Right. Yes, called me and said that, teacher, what can you advise him? Because my child, he failed the situational writing. That's the
Right.
only one that he failed out of the parts of the end of year examination. Okay. Yeah, I know that. Yeah. And you know what's the error out in there? Format brought the mark into half.
Right.
Yeah, it's supposed to be an email, but the student did not write this email address, all the requirements of the email address, and the school teacher wrote down there, wrong format.
Right.
And then when I noticed that, why the teacher gave this kind of mark? Of
Right.
course, there are deductions, further deductions like the spelling errors, punctuation errors, variation, expression errors. Yes, so the child was crying, and then I told the mother, yeah, give us a chance, okay? Give your child a chance as well. I think I'm gonna stop it and just let him be like that, or give him one-to-one. No, please, Mister, just give your child a chance, okay? Yeah, so luckily until now the students with us.
Right.
Okay, and we are just the student continued last year for the entire 2025 and performed better.
Right.
Performed better.
Good.
In this area.
So for format,
Correct.
right? I mean, if it's format, right? Remember 1184 O level format. If you get it wrong, it might not be, your marks will not be deducted as in format, right? But it will be deducted in probably your language or content.
Correct.
Why do you
Yeah.
think the school actually penalized so heavily?
Correct.
It's
The
to
school
teach
penalized-
her. Correct.
Yeah. it's
Correct.
actually to teach
Sec 2. It was Sec 2 that time. Yes.
Yeah, schools actually penalize very heavily because they want to provide them a safe space.
Correct.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Those high stakes exams, and when you are so heavily penalized, right?
Correct.
It's a huge waste.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes. Yeah. So usually the teachers will actually just penalize either your content or your
And I agree
language.
with you, the format will actually affect the language, is because format affects tone.
Correct.
Correct,
Yeah. It's
yes.
intercorrelated.
Yeah,
As well,
correct.
yeah.
Because
Correct.
whether is it a formal email versus an informal email, yes,
Correct.
you need to write the email address.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes. And the
So
proposal. and
even
form-
though they say format, they will not deduct marks, but just be careful lah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yes. We have to be careful with that.
Okay. So next one will be about if you are our students, all right. Have you practiced and planning and adapting your
yes.
stories for your new questions? Remember, if you got worksheets from your school and then you want to practice, you can always look back at our Writers at Work stories.
Yeah.
All right, our essay, all right, all
Correct,
this.
yes.
You can actually adapt some of it.
Yeah.
If you're not sure, please go to your teacher and ask. All right, teacher, can I do this? Can I use a clothes maker for men essay for this question? Can I use this question or not? All right, can I adapt this? Can I take on different chunks and actually adapt to the essay question or not? All right, so if
Yes.
you're not sure yourself, you might want to try first and then you might want to ask your teacher.
Yes.
All right, so it depends on what you want to do. Lah.
Correct.
But usually, I ask my student, not sure, just come. All right, we are here to help you. lah.
Yeah. My students,
right,
get ready tomorrow, yeah? We're going to do analysis, revision of the
Stress.
last week's argumentative essay.
Stress.
I'll call you one by one.
Okay, so the next one, story bank of, do you have a story
Personal
bank?
reflective, yes.
And descriptive stories ready to be adapted. Again, this is about adaptation and also your draft tools. All right,
Yes.
to make sure you remember the stories, you need to do draft tools. All right, this is what we emphasize here.
Correct. Yeah.
All right. And next one will be, have you maintained a consolidation
Yes,
list
consolidation, yeah.
which extract key phrases and quotes, statistics and data from Writers at Work essays and even oral lessons. So teacher Ken, how do
Maintain
we
consolidation list which extracts key phrases. Yes.
So this is actually your own, all right? If you can do this, that means key phrases or quotes.
We provide them every week, you know.
every week we have it.
Yeah, we
But it's
provide them every
you, whether you are writing it down or taking notes, for example, you know, every time we say take your notes, highlight this, highlight that.
Correct.
All right,
So
always
from our
remember.
part, yes, from our
Yeah.
part, we'll remind you that these are the phrases that we're going to
Correct.
use in today's
Correct.
model essay. So I want you to read them, okay? And then after writing the essay for draft 2, I want you to highlight all of these phrases on top of the ATQ statements that we we teach
Habit
them.
lah, huh? This one always
Make it a habit.
Yeah.
Okay, read. Okay, I make sure that I will remind everybody to keep
Correct.
reading. Okay, because general knowledge, background knowledge is very important.
Yeah, especially if you are doing your argumentative, right?
Yes, argumentative.
It's very
Yeah.
important.
Right?
Okay.
Let's what do you have?
Yep. So yeah, the next one will be, this is for your, are you familiar?
The formats and structure,
Alright, I
yes.
think we have talked about this.
Yeah,
alright,
the formats
yeah.
and structure. Yeah.
Okay, and then have you practiced planning? Alright, you know sometimes also you have your hybrid questions. Out of the 4, usually
Correct.
1 will be hybrid. Alright, hybrid is, if you don't know what's hybrid, I think it's the mixture of 2 questions, 2 essay types together lah. Okay,
Even 3 essay types together.
really?
Yes.
Oh my god, okay.
Right? You've never encountered that, right?
Most of the
Most need
Yeah.
to. Yeah, most of the time too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Correct.
The ATQs might be 3.
But that one is a long already.
Yeah.
The long essay.
Okay.
We clear the checklist, then I think we are good lah. Actually, at the back it's okay.
Yes, sure.
Clear the
Okay.
checklist will do.
Okay,
Okay, good.
Ken. So the next one will be, have you done at least 2 full-time comprehension practice? Yeah, this is one of the things that students I know don't always want to do. All right, I ask you all to do the full-time comprehension on your own, and then after you bring your paper, then let me check. Cher, no time ah. Cher, no time ah. Every time no time. But you want go out play Pokemon cards, got time. So how? O level?
Discipline is very important.
Yeah. So you need to do this. Remember.
Let's do it together. It's not only you, okay?
Yeah.
Together with your teacher, all right, with your parents, we'll work together, okay, so that you can achieve the desired score
So
that you want. to
yeah,
have.
before your WAs, you already know your dates for WAs. Your teacher already tell you in advance.
Yes.
Out of curiosity, should we just open up the office for some of our Sec 4 students to come and sit here and do compre when it's nearer to their exam?
I think
Yes,
it can be a good
that's a
idea.
good idea, yeah.
But they don't bring, outside people. I mean, friends.
No lah, only
Our students
In-house
Ah.
themselves, yes. Oh, wow, that's a great opportunity, right? That we are opening. Okay, why not, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's something to consider.
Can try lah.
Yeah, we can try. Yes,
Yeah,
we'll let
our-
you know. We'll let you know. Yeah.
Our office here is quite very conducive. Yeah, it's very conducive. Aircon, superb. Oh, sorry, I thought the camera here. Okay, so yeah, do at least 2 full-time compre practices before WAs. This will help you. Why? Because when you do it right, you actually practice more. You know the question type more, like your inference question, language use question. You practice more, you do more, you will do well. Okay. Next one, have I built skills like active reading? Yeah, you need to know all this. Reading, paraphrasing,
Yes.
inference. All right. And have you ever familiarized
Inferential.
yourself with the type and trend of questions?
Correct.
Like what I said, compre. Usually this is your favorite. Language use question. The 3 marks one. The one that
Correct.
you have to identify and then you explain. This is where students will always get 0. All right. Because why? You know how to identify.
Lost 3 marks right away,
Yeah,
right?
they know how to identify, so it's a waste if they don't know how to explain.
Correct.
Right?
Yes,
Why
you want
the
to identify
use of
those
the language is
explanation.
there.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
So it's always this one. I always tell my students. I will ask them to do a lot language use question.
Yes.
All right, it's the
and
3 marks
analyze,
question,
yes,
yeah.
the meaning behind
Correct.
those phrases.
Correct. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Go on to the next one.
Yeah. See, we've got so many checklists for you.
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah.
So
It's not yet too late. You can still invite your friends so that they can
Yeah.
grab a few checklists that we have here.
So
Okay.
yeah. So have you revisited your difficult SAQ
questions.
All right. I did not manage to score 4 and
Short answer
redo them.
questions, yes.
So like what I said, also the language use question. It's always good to revisit them. All
Yes.
right, and then practice, because I know of some students. Last year I had one.
Mm-hmm.
I remember deliberately that I asked him to do this as homework. The next week, same paper, do again. Cannot answer. So you see how.
Yes.
All right. So you
It
need
happens.
practice. Okay, you redo it. All right. And
Have I done
after
a-
that, you look
correct.
at it whether your answer is close to the original
Correct.
answer. or not.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, teacher.
Yeah, we have I done at least 2 times summary practices? Yep. And have I practiced paraphrasing and changing the sentence structure of the points I found? So these are correlated, right? They are connected to each other, correct? Yep. So have I done at least 2 times summary practices? Okay, don't forget that as well. Yeah, even though you've been practicing essay. Okay, summary question. All right, in the section C. Correct. Section C of paper 2. Okay, it has different requirements as well.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Especially your summary, right? Paraphrasing. Remember, you don't have
Correct.
to paraphrase everything.
Strikeout method.
Yeah, we do
Okay,
that we teach
we
here
do
as
that.
well.
Yeah, that's how we train our students.
It's not your baseball strikeout.
Yeah, no.
Our strikeout.
Okay, to find information, to find those details that is
Yeah,
required in the summary question. Okay, and we're looking at different tiers as well. It can be some
Correct.
questions will have 1 tier, or other questions will have 2 tiers, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so these are the things, and what are the acceptable, way of paraphrasing, right, from the original one to the actual answer.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
make sure you don't change the meaning of the sentence or the point.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Okay.
All right.
I think that is
sorry.
all we have.
That's all we
Alright,
have,
for
okay?
today.
Yes.
I hope that you actually it will benefit you in a way. I think it will. All right. There's
Yes.
so many
Definitely
things.
will.
Yeah.
Yes.
We talk about the check. We also give you a checklist. All right, which if you diligently go and screen capture just now, it will help you.
Yes.
Okay, I've went through. Me and teacher Ken actually
Correct.
went through.
So
a
just
lot
a
of things
recap,
as
right?
well. Yeah.
Yeah, so we talk about the importance of WA1, okay? Take note of that, yeah, focus on that. You still have tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday to prepare if your examination is on Monday, okay?
Yeah,
But if
week 5.
correct. If it's later, then you have more chance of improving yourself, okay?
Correct.
We also talk about the common WA1. We talk about the questions, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
common
the
types.
questions.
Yes,
Okay,
the
and of
components.
course, yes, and the actual WA1 question, the papers
Correct.
from different
The
secondary
formats
school.
lah, yeah.
Okay, we learn from them. And of course, the different difficulty levels
Yeah, the
of English
progression from
WA1.
WA1 all the way to WA3 or EOY lah. And
Correct.
also we have the trends, which
yes,
we shared
correct.
and talked about just now. So these trends actually are what we collected from last year. So this year as well, I give you a little bit insights about my students' WA1 questions as well.
Yes.
So these are the things that we talk about, and also we talk about the pitfalls, the common traps, all right, that students might have. Okay, and lastly, also we talk about the checklist just now that we went through. So I think basically this is the time that we have for you. All right,
Yes,
it's
correct.
6:35, and
Yes.
I need to go to the toilet.
And I need to
badly.
prepare for my classes tomorrow as well. Okay,
Yeah.
so you've just watched the #1 enrichment center in town. This is Riders of Work Enrichment. So once again, I'm Teacher Kent.
I'm Teacher Faiz. We see you again next time. Good luck for your WA1s, those who are
Yes.
doing, and please come to us. All right.
Yes.
Come to our classes. I'm conducting at K. and
Yes,
he's
I'm in
conducting
Central
at-
Plaza.
Yeah.
Please welcome, join my class.
Yes, join my class too.
It's currently full, but I'm willing to open another time for you.
Yeah,
Okay?
I
Open
still
another
have.
one.
I still
Yes.
have. My class still have.
Okay,
because
yes.
I teach on Saturday. I got 3 slots on the same day itself.
Yes,
So
correct.
if
Yes.
you cannot come at 9 a.m., you can come at 2:15. You cannot come at
Yes.
2:15, you can come at 4:30. If you
Yes.
are, let's say you have something
Take note
on,
of that.
you can go for RC also with me again at different timing on the same day. Yeah.
Oh, wait.
So you see, very flexible, my
Yes.
class. Yeah.
Promoting.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so goodbye everyone. Please stay positive and always put smile on your faces.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Take care.